Hello, Leo. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for October. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out at any point in time throughout the month. This reading may or may not be for you, so please only take with you the messages that resonate. Leave behind the rest. This could be for any major Leo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and they want me to say Jupiter. So check your Jupiter placements. That's a message for somebody with a Leo in Jupiter. I'm changing things up because it's Halloween month. I'm all about spooky Halloween themes. So I'm using the Halloween Oracle deck to get a main message. We're going to pull in with the tarot and we're going to clarify with a different tarot deck. So Leo, let's see what message the ancestors have in store for you for the month ahead. Change, infinite possibilities. And so hidden secrets can harm you. Something is coming to light. There's going to be some illumination of some sort when it comes to embracing change. I feel somebody's been feeling all tied up in a situation and it's kind of time to untangle something. I just noticed 111 on the timer, Leo. So you're going to want to be paying attention to your thoughts. Your thoughts are going to be manifesting rapidly over the coming month. And so you don't want to be spiraling into any negative thought processes. So positive thinking does bring in a positive outcome. I do feel a connection here that is eternal love. But I also feel you've got a trickster here that you kind of got to cut out of your life. You've got somebody playing with you, being mischievous, lacking integrity. Maybe this is a block to an eternal loving connection. So love is trying to come in. Love is here. Love is here, Leo. And I think you're going through a month of transcending some limitations, transcending the physical reality. So let's see what needs to come through for you, Leo. Eternal loving connection. We're going to get you one message. I'm not taking all of those. I'm going to take this one. So midnight. The most magical hour of all. So I think of Cinderella at the ball at midnight, right? And when she runs away and she leaves her glass slipper behind, maybe something has evaded you. Maybe your Cinderella ran away from you and you've been trying to find somebody to fit that shoe. Switch around the roles to make it fit. But I feel there's definitely something coming to an end, a cycle coming to an end. And I feel when the clock strikes midnight, time's up. You've been in an illusion. You think of the movie Cinderella, right? At midnight, and the clock strikes midnight, and all of the magic kind of disappears. And so this is where you tap into the infinite, the eternal. I feel a new cycle is beginning for you, and I feel this rising from the ashes. Pardon me, my speech. I've been having such a hard time talking and channeling. I know Mercury's gone direct, but I always find it the hardest during the shadow phase. So we're going to read in to the midnight energy because I think you are coming into a very magical time. So let's read in to the midnight card. If I can find it in the book. I apologize for the delay. I ended up with a sick little girl this morning. So midnight, the most magical hour of all. And so I feel you've been enveloped in the dark. It's this energy of the witching hour awaits. So we think of Halloween, the veil is very thin and we can tap into these other worlds. And so you're tapping into some true esoteric magic, an enchanted journey. And so I think maybe you've been under the spell of an illusion somewhere. And there's going to be some fated changes. And so I feel you've been in contact with the other realms, the other side, some spiritual energies, and something about the moon. I feel you've been in a time of emotional tidal waves is kind of what I'm feeling. Maybe even in a dark moon phase, integrating some repressed, denied aspects of self. But I feel you're coming into a very powerful time. You'll have to pardon me. My throat's been irritated. My daughter's got a cold and I feel I'm coming down with something. So please be patient with me. So I do feel we talk about the hour 3 a.m. in this card. And so 3 a.m. is the opposite time to when Jesus is said to have died. So maybe you've been going through a period of awakening to some Christ consciousness. This is a time of magic, maybe even closer to Halloween, maybe around the new moon partial eclipse in Scorpio is going to be a deadline of some sort to release a very mischievous energy that has been trying to create havoc in your life. So I do feel this benevolent darkness is kind of surrounding you, and you're about to feel the darkest hour, but it always gets darkest before the dawn. So maybe you're going through a coming to Jesus moment. I feel October is an important month to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we all have light. And so do not hide from the dark. It is within the dark that we find the light, because there is definitely a cycle coming to a close, and it's really not the end of your life, although maybe there will be a death of some sort in the month of October. But I feel you really have nothing to fear. You're closing out one cycle of your life. You're shedding some old, outdated program beliefs. I think you've been thinking about this for a long time, and October is the month of this rebirth, beginning this new life cycle. And so all life comes with cycles, right? And maybe you've had to go around and around and around in the same negative, repetitive relationship cycle for a while, depending on your family beliefs. But I feel you're getting ready for a whole new adventure, and this is where your soul gets to choose what it wants to do next. So I feel you're stepping into a whole new experience, and you're returning. I feel like going through a period of soul retrieval, so death. Something is definitely falling away, so you can begin this spiritual journey. So I think there's a great power coming in October, Leo, to clear the pathway forward. So you're finding your strength to be prepared for a new beginning. Yeah, something is definitely going to be illuminated, and something about birthing a new reality. So let's jump in with the tarot. I'm going to pull into 5 different energies. We're going to clarify with the Witch's Tarot. I'm using the Beautiful Creatures, and so I think you might have 2 options here. The person that you're dealing with that's mischievous, I feel, is coming in pretending they want to build a foundation, but they're really not coming from a place of loyalty. They're really not wanting to build a foundation. And then we get this Knight of Cups. And so the Knight of Cups comes in speaking words of love. Could be dealing with a Pisces or a Virgo. But I feel you might have to choose between 2. Or maybe in the past there was, resistance to building a foundation. This is my service energy. So maybe you've resisted going towards your service-based mission, but I feel empathy is in focus. I can get the cards to shuffle for me today. So we're going to get your current energy, Leo. Like I said, swap around the energies if you need to. Don't fit yourself into a message that's not meant for you. But I feel your current energy is the 3 of Swords reverse. So I feel recent past, current energy, you have been going through healing from some past heartbreaks, some past disappointments, and tapping into some esoteric wisdom. I feel maybe you've, received some poor advice. Oh my God, the cards are really talking, Leo. And I think you've been resisting tapping into the paranormal. I think you've got a lot of spiritual presence around you. I also feel a time of making a decision, a very quick-witted decision about maybe going back to something that was walked away from. We get Gemini with the Knight of Swords. We get the High Priestess reversed, the 4 of Cups reversed, the 8 of Cups reversed. So I feel there's been this energy of repressing what it is you truly want. Maybe somebody's not wanted to look at some past disappointments because of the pain, because of the hurt. And maybe you walked away or somebody walked away from you. But this is the energy of coming back from something that was walked away from. And this Knight of Swords has 2 people. So I feel strong Gemini, right? Somebody here I feel was struggling to choose between 2. And a secret is coming out when it comes to making a decision. So near future energies, we got the magic, right? Magic is about to come alive, Leo. We've got the Magician. We also have the Temperance card, and we have the paranormal reverse. So this is like a bonus card. So a lot of spiritual presence has been around you, and I feel there's been a lack of listening to that inner guidance, right? The High Priestess reversed is also receiving poor advice or being overly reliant on tarot readers, when we all have this ability to go into our own intuition and to read energy, right? And so somebody here is shedding some old ways for sure. Breaking free from a karmic cycle. The 14 to me is, you know, breaking free, stepping into freedom. Maybe you fell into some temptation. There might need to be some moderation with some alcohol. I'm not sure. That's not going to be for everybody in order to really tap into these higher senses. I feel messages from spirit are going to be quickly coming in the month of October. So let's see what's hidden below the surface. The Hermit reversed. So this could go two ways. Maybe you've been going within into this deep introspection of, you know, finding that inner light, right? Coming out of this death process, or maybe you're going into this process. The Hermit goes within. The Hermit goes within to learn a lesson, to shed light on all of these negative vices. And if you've already been doing that, I think you're getting ready to come out of hiding, because it is time to make a decision. And somebody here has not been authentic, has not been living in their truth. And I feel there's been resistance to this new beginning. And I feel the other person has been patiently waiting for somebody to take off the mask. So a decision is going to be made. A long thought about decision with that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Not really investing, thinking about investing. So we're going to get an overall outcome. I was only going to pull 5 cards, but they're really coming out. Okay, 9 of Wands reverse. So definitely a coming to Jesus moment. My wounded healer, finding your stamina to break free from a toxic codependent situation where I feel it's not been equal giving and receiving. So somebody's been withholding, hoarding their time, their money, their emotions. And this is a codependency. There's something toxic here that needs to be released. And I think maybe even somebody lashing out, breaking free from confusion. Maybe there is going to be some exposure about a third-party situation that is going to create a lot of anger. And you're going to have to find your strength to break free. So somebody here has been codependent in this cycle, greedy, and I feel getting ready to take a leap of faith in a new direction. This is definitely a situation that has brought you to your knees, or is about to, in order to heal from any past heartbreaks. There's a brand new beginning here. But maybe it will require going back to something that was walked away from. Making a decision. So let's take a look at the 3 of Swords in reversed. This could be somebody hiding their pain. So the 3 of Swords in reversed is clarified so far by the Magician upright and the 6 of Cups upright. So, and the 2 of Wands. So decision for sure. So yeah, I feel the moment is now to invest. Somebody did not invest in the past. Maybe they were really greedy. The King of Pentacles in reverse doesn't care about anybody but himself. All about the money, honey, right? Or very ungrounded, very unstable energy. And somebody here maybe had to heal from some past disappointment. There is a lot of memories here. There's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of love here. I think in the past somebody was manipulative. They were likely greedy with their money, and that can be toxic, right? That's the devil, materialism and greed. And that can be a very poor habit, right? But I feel somebody's taking steps towards a connection from their past where there is a lot of love, and this will feel like a connection that will tune you into your inner child. And this is what somebody's wished for, right? This is wish fulfillment. And so I feel somebody in the past, you know, was only given to themselves, and they walked away from a brand new beginning in love. And now they're coming out of this period, I feel, of self-sabotage, self-deception. So let's take a look at the Knight of Swords, because this person is the one coming in fast. I feel quickly leaving a situation and going straight towards another situation is kind of what I'm feeling here. Ace of Cups reversed, 6 of Wands reversed, leaving a loveless situation behind and taking a leap of faith. and getting honest. Wow. Wow. So somebody's been in a very conflicting, challenging, power struggling relationship, and there's been a lack of love. There's been a lack of truth. And I feel somebody's finding their strength to, you know, sever some cords and to take a leap of faith and come forward with utmost honesty, likely going to something back from the past, something, going back to something in the past and finding their strength to break free from a third party situation, because something is getting enlightened about a drama queen, a melodramatic drama queen who is very controlling, very possessive, jealous, an unrequited love situation. And I do think this hurts. I do think this hurts. So let's clarify the magician. The magician come out twice. We got a King of Wands and he's taking action. The King of Wands takes action. I also feel maybe this person in the past was smug. He kind of looks a little bit smug on the card, Leo. Was smug and was hoarding, was withholding, bringing in, working on a foundation. Yeah. Yeah, we get the Four of Pentacles reversed, the King of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This was somebody really money-driven, is what I'm feeling. Or what can you give to me? Tit for tat, right? Very transactional, I feel, within relationships. And if you're in a transactional relationship, that is not unconditional love. And I feel somebody wants to, once again, return to something from the past. Eights are all about something from the past coming back. Coming out of hiding, coming out of ghosting, maybe going back to somebody that they abandoned, but they're going to have to release something first, right? And I feel like unleash the beast. Aries energy, and on the bottom of the deck, we got the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands, shedding the old for sure, releasing their greedy, materialistic ways to take passionate action, loving action towards a rebirth of some sort, a regeneration with the butterfly. And so an opportunity to start over, coming in devoted this time, I feel, and they've been trapped up in their head about bringing in a solid offer, because I think it's going to require a whole lot of truth, and it's going to be a clean slate. They didn't invest in the past. So let's take a look at the Hermit reverse, because somebody's been hiding behind a mask. They've not been authentic. They've not been honoring their truth. And they're at a crossroads when it comes to making a final decision. And so look at that. To balance some scales. And they've thought long and hard about this. They've been juggling for a long time, playing games with two people. Could be a Virgo. Doesn't have to be. But there is going to be a rebalancing. Somebody was given to more than two. And I feel trying to heal from indecision and heartbreak. There's been withholding of an apology. There is an apology coming in order to balance the scales. This might even be somebody coming and begging for help after they've lost a job and went through total financial ruin. But they're going to find their stamina and their strength to consciously heal a past disappointment, a past wound. So let's take a look at the Nine of Wands reversed. The wounded healer, right? They're coming in with an offer. Somebody's coming in with an offer. Yeah, they are. We got the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, both upright. Get ready to receive news, an offer, an invite. This is exciting news. And I feel, yeah, they've really been through the ringer dealing with the Queen of Wands reverse. Somebody that I feel at one point they thought this was their true match. And they've been dealing with somebody trying to really bring them down, I feel. And they've been going within, learning a lesson about maybe emotional manipulation, what true love is, staying stuck in a situation longer than they should have, and now everything is imbalanced, and maybe this person isn't going to have much to offer. But they're coming in with an offer. So this might even be a message from an angry ex coming in too. I'm not entirely sure about that. So because somebody's receiving some bad karma. This is definitely the past coming back around. The Judgment reversed. I feel there's been a lack of awakening. There's been a lack of balance. And maybe it's this Queen of Wands getting a wake-up call. Could be you. It is fire. And there is going to be the breakdown of a false foundation because somebody's finally taken those steps to bring in a long overdue apology when it comes to a past betrayal that's needed to be talked about. And maybe this has been 3 years coming. Somebody stabbed somebody in the back, and it was a betrayal, and it hurt, and maybe it's taken 3 years to heal. I don't think there's been talking. I do feel when this person finds their bravery to come forward, it's going to be emotional. They're definitely going through a breakdown of some sort. We could be dealing with a father here that, you know, made some really poor choices. The father energy, the emperor energy upright, does the right thing. He's a boss. He's a leader. He's a good father. You know, he rules empires benevolently. In reverse, he can be narcissistic and greedy and hoards his emotions, right? Can be very cold, very detached. And I feel wanting to come in to end challenges and delays. This person has been going through it. Going through an extended period of grieving, trying to heal, and there's going to be an unexpected arrival, and maybe this person wants to build again, and they've been facing their inner beast, their inner demon, and they're going to get ready to face their fears is what I'm thinking here. So let's get you one last message, Leo, with the self-care deck. We'll see what else needs to come through. So somebody is consciously choosing to integrate their spiritual practice, bowing to the mystery of a connection here. Blessings in your life will come, but somebody needs to hold that quiet center to figure out what it is they can do to fix this. Somebody's had to wait, I think, to get to this point, is what I'm feeling. Somebody really had a lot of soul searching to do. And they're getting to a point when they have to say what it is they need to say. I do feel there's new love coming in. And they're trying to find a way to be their most authentic self. So we'll get you one last message, Leo. What else does Leo need to be aware of? There's going to be a brand new beginning here. Somebody's taken that fool's leap, but it might require a very honest, open conversation about some past baggage that needs to be released. So I do feel somebody wants to recover a connection. They're discovering something new. They're discovering like, hey, I made a mistake. That really brought my soul joy. And I've had enough with the way I'm living my life, and they're making room for the new. And they're coming in faithful. And I do feel, you know, they don't want the past to define what this can be today. And so something is going to be right in front of you in the month of October that's going to cause a recalibration, a shedding of a layer, and maybe even a pause. You might need to go into some sacred rest and honor some quiet time alone and intentionally step away to unplug, to figure out how you want to move things forward. But I think somebody here has been very patient with another person. And I feel with somebody that was lying, maybe somebody that silenced them. And they're taking a deeper look, coming to a new understanding. They want to relish in this connection. So I do feel get ready for a rebirth of some sort. I think somebody's been looking in the mirror every single morning trying to figure out how to fix this, But first they've had to master self-love and know that they were always enough. Maybe they didn't feel worthy, and so they hid their true self. But I feel get ready to receive some communication in the month of October, Leo. This is what I got. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading, check out that description box below, Leo. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.